This is the first projector which I have absolutely just loved to look at, whether it's on or off. It is absolutely stunning, and the image that it delivers is also breathtaking. Let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So just for full disclosure, this projector has been sent to me from Nebula. They've asked me to review it. I've not been asked to say anything good or bad about it. All of the views that I express in this video will be my truthful belief, and if it's good I'll tell you, and if it's bad, well, I'll definitely tell you that as well. Now the first thing that's interesting about this is that this projector, without a doubt, tell me if I'm wrong, write down in the comments if I'm wrong, is the smartest looking projector I've ever seen. It is absolutely stunning, and it gets even better when I turn it on. But look at this thing. This is a projector to be seen. Now most of them are boxy and plasticky and horrible, but this thing looks the absolute business. So there are a few things with this projector that I'm really looking forward to trying out. One of them is the autofocus. There's no need to worry about it completely being in focus. It does it automatically for you. And it also has auto keystone correction, which again is a really good feature. Now this being Dolby Digital Audio means that you should be getting some really good quality sound with this. And again, it's a pet hate of mine with projectors in the past that they just don't deliver any good quality sound. You always need a second source. So the team from Nebula started this in Kickstarter, and this was probably a previous model without the red. I think the one that has made it to market definitely looks a lot better, but as you can see, it is very, very well built, and when we lift the lid on this, it is packed full of tech. You've got that auto aperture lens which gives you that autofocus. It's 4K Ultra HD. Now this is the pixel shifting technology, so it's no surprise there, but the picture, believe me, when you see it, is pretty good. It's a quad-core processor, and you've got those speakers which we'll test, and I'll show you how good they sound. But bundled together with a proper full working version of Android TV 9, this could be the perfect projector for somebody that wants that true cinema experience without all the fuss and hassle that some projectors make you have. I've already mentioned how clean and simple but very, very elegant this projector is. On the front with just the lens, and then round the back you have the ports. Optical audio, 2 USB and 2 HDMI, one with ARC. You also just have the power port, and then just above that you have the power to turn the projector on. Now before we turn the projector on, let's just quickly look at what else is in the box, and as you can see, again, it's packaged very, very smartly. You have the literature on the right hand side there, and then you have the smart controller which has got voice control as well, which again is a very nice feature. You then have the batteries to fire it up with, always nice to see batteries in here, and then you've got the power brick and the plug for your location. And all in all, it's a simple but again very, very smart package. One completely unnecessary feature which I really like is the screen on top. Press the power button and then you're presented with the Nebula name and this space type background. It doesn't do anything else other than look pretty cool. This thing takes around 45 seconds to fire up from a cold start right into the full operating system, which I think is pretty good. And then after that, turning it off and then restarting it, it only takes around 10 or 11 seconds to get going. Here it is next to my BenQ TK810, and as you can see, it's got a smaller profile, it's not as wide, and it's also not as deep. So this thing is pretty portable, and you can pretty much take it anywhere with you. On the bottom, you've also got some mounting points, so this can be ceiling mounted very easily, and right in the middle there, you can even pop this on a tripod. Firing it up for the first time, the first thing that you'll get is the focus control. That will happen automatically, and then you'll be asked to connect your remote control, which again is very simple to do, and then you just need to follow the on-screen instructions to set your location and then connect to your Wi-Fi. Once you're connected to your Wi-Fi, it's very, very easy just to follow the on-screen instructions to set this up with your Google account, and then you can enjoy the benefits of all of the apps on the Play Store. It will give you a suggestion of a few different apps based on what's on your account already, but then it's up to you what else you install, and then you go into your normal screen, which is a very standard Android 9 screen. And my experience with playing with this, installing and uninstalling, was no problem at all. Absolutely everything worked. This is a completely legit version. It works super quickly without any fuss at all. Now, I'm not going to dwell too long on the settings, but as normal, you've got your Android TV settings where you can go in and look at the apps and things. You've also got projector settings. Here you can go in and tweak the color, the wall color, you've got keystone correction, autofocus, what type of projector mode, whether it's ceiling mounted or rear projection. All of these things are available to change right from within the Android TV settings. So again, it's completely straightforward and very easy to follow. There's no problems here, and within seconds you can set it up to exactly how you want your picture displayed. Speaking of picture, let me show you what this thing can produce and listen to the sound quality as well. Now, I do have to say, I was surprised how good this thing looked. It is absolutely just brilliant. I was completely blown away with the colours. I love the blacks. The blacks were great. Now, this is taken during the day. You can see the light coming through the blind there, but I've got the blind down. So it's not completely dark, but the picture is perfect. There is no issue at all. I will show you with the blind up in a second, and you'll be able to see the balance, just in case you are one of these people that like to watch projectors during the middle of the day. But providing you've got just a bit of ambient light, then it's not a problem. You can change the picture size automatically. There's an auto zoom. There are no manual controls on the projector at all. So the auto zoom is literally just a case of you pressing a button, and then you can adapt it to the size of the screen that you want. To give you an idea, this is a 100-inch screen, and I am just over 8 feet away, and this is 100% zoom. So if you wanted it any bigger than this, you probably need to be 10 to 12 feet away, and then you can make the adjustments. But what's your thoughts on the actual picture? I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks stunning. Okay, so now let's look to see what it's like during the day. And as you can see, the blind's open. It's around about midday, and again, it's definitely watchable. I'm not a massive fan of watching projectors during the day, but if you had nothing else and this was your only TV, well then it's fine. But you can see the difference as I lower the blind. You can see that screen really just start to pop, and those colors become more and more impressive. This projector has an LED bulb, and that is projected to last for around 30,000 hours, and it also means it's going to be a bit quieter. So this thing is barely noticeable when it's on and not playing anything, but as soon as any content is being played on the screen, well, you don't hear the projector bulb at all, or the actual fans. This projector is advertised as having 3D audio, which is Dolby Digital. Now, as I've mentioned in previous reviews of projectors, I've never met a projector yet which will replace a 5.1 surround sound system. This does sound good, don't get me wrong, the 3D audio is one of the best I've heard on a projector, but again, if you're spending this type of money on a projector system, I do have to say, a 5.1 surround system, a good quality soundbar with a sub and maybe some rears is definitely the way that you need to go. This would, however, be absolutely fine if you are having a garden party and watching a movie night outside. This would be brilliant. The sound quality then would be absolutely fine. But if this is a dedicated home theatre, then you do need to think again about the sound. A couple of other features worth mentioning are the fact that this does support HDR10 and HLG, which again is a nice touch, and also when I was watching the football earlier, it handled motion pretty well. I wouldn't say it was quite as good as my BenQ TK810, which is renowned for being excellent at motion, but certainly it was fine. But in anything else, whether it would be movies or watching normal TV, there was nothing abnormal or not good about this. So in summary, my friends, I've been trying to think of things that I don't like about this, and I am really struggling. I love the fact that you've got a full working Android TV, and if that's not enough for you and you want your own things plugged in, like your games console or even your satellite or cable box, well then you've got plenty of connectivity on the back. But overall, this is just a fantastic piece of kit, which I absolutely adore the look of and adore what it produces. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If there's any questions that you have, pop a little question down below and I will do my very best to answer them as soon as possible. And obviously check out the links in the description, and any discount codes that I have will be put in there as well.